Hello everyone, today we're making square number 23 of the 2025 sampler blanket, and this one is called the Guardrail Stitch. You will need your yarn of choice. I'm using Stylecraft Special DK, so that's an 8 ply. My 4mm corresponding hook. You'll need scissors, darning needle and either a ruler or a tape measure if you're working on a width instead of a stitch count. This project is made in US terminology and the chain can be any odd number. Okay, so I'm going to go with 23, which is the one that I tend to use quite a lot to achieve my 13cm width. Yarn end in your right hand, make a loop around 2 fingers on the left. Pull that loop through and you've got yourself a movable slip knot. Yarning over, pulling through the loop on your hook to make a chain. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've done my 23 chains, which is the odd number. It's just a little longer than the 13cm, but that's okay because we're going to be starting in the second chain from the hook. All right, so counting down, don't count the loop that's on your hook. Count 1 and then count 2, so the second chain from your hook. Popping your hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 to make a single crochet. And we're going to do a single crochet all along this chain for our row number 1. Hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You may notice that I'm actually using the back bump of the chain. You can use the front of the chain if you like. It's all just personal preference. I just like the way it looks. Gives a neat finish when I do it in the back bump. That's my opinion anyway. We all like things in different ways, don't we? All right, I'll meet you at the end of this row. I just wanted to remeasure just to make sure before we go any further, and I'm spot on with my 13cm here. So row number 2, we're going to chain 1, turn our work. And this chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So we're going to do a half double crochet into the first stitch below. Yarning over, popping your hook through the stitch below, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3. Now we're going to skip the next stitch below. Then we're going to do 2 half double crochets in the next. So yarn over, pop your hook through the loop, pulling up your yarn, yarn over, pull through all 3 to make your half double crochet. Now another half double crochet in that same stitch. Yarn over, popping your hook through, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. Now we're going to skip the next stitch and do 2 half double crochets in the one after that. That's 1 and that's 2. Skipping a stitch, 2 half double crochets. Skip a stitch, 2 half double crochets. Skip a stitch, 2 half double crochets. I'll untangle my yarn here and meet you at the end of the row. Okay, we're heading towards the end of the row. So we've just done 2 half double crochets, skipping a space, doing 2 more half double crochets, and then you have 1 stitch left. We're going to just do 1 half double crochet into that stitch. Now chaining and turning your work. I just need to show you something important about our next row. All right, so we are going to be working in the back of our work. If you turn your work over to the front and look down from the top, you'll see that we have on the top a front loop, a back loop, and there's a third loop behind the stitch. We are going to be working into that third loop, all right? Just coming at it from the back. So we will chain 1 and turn our work, and we will find these stitches which are horizontal. So they are that third loop, and we're going to be working into them. Okay, so row number 2 is now single crochet into the stitch below, because we're not using that chain as a stitch, pulling through 2. Now what we will do from now on is work a single crochet into that third loop. So you find that horizontal loop at the back of your stitch, pop your hook under there, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So we're going to single crochet along into the third stitch, the third loop of the stitch, popping your hook under, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Finding your third loop there, pulling up your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2. Into the third, pull up your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2. Pulling it through, yarn over, pull through 2. All right, can you see what's going on here? The way we're working into this third loop of the stitch below. Hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Once you get the hang of it, it starts to go along very smoothly. There's our third loop, third loop, third loop. Pop your hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We're nearly at the end already. Third loop. Now that was the second last stitch. On the last stitch we do a normal stitch going in through the top of the stitch below. So pop your hook under the little V of the stitch below, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Turning your work and chain 1. You can see your pattern starting to develop already. This row we're going to work our half double crochets. So that chain is not counted as a stitch. Yarning over, pop your hook into the stitch top below, pull up your yarn, yarn over, pull through all 3, and you have a half double crochet. This time we're going to skip the next stitch and do 2 half double crochets in the stitch after that. Skipping a stitch, 2 half double crochets, skip, 2 half double crochets, skip a stitch, 2 half double crochets, skipping a stitch, 2 half double crochets, skip, 2 half double crochets, skip, 2 half double crochets, skip, 2 half double crochets, skip a stitch, 2 half double crochets, skip, 2 half double crochets, and then we have 1 stitch left where we just do 1 half double crochet. Chain and turn your work. Now we're going to do that single crochet row that works into the 3rd loop of the stitch. So we do our first single crochet right at the start into the top of the stitch. Okay, from then on we work into the 3rd loop. So popping your hook under that 3rd loop, pulling up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Finding that 3rd loop, pull your yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2. 3rd loop, yarn, pull through 2. 3rd loop, pull up, pull through 2. There we go. We're going along nicely with it now. I have never used this stitch in this manner. I've only ever used this 3rd loop from the front of the stitch, if that makes sense. This is all new to me too, as is this whole pattern. I have never seen guardrail stitch before in my life. So I thought, what better stitch to throw into the mix so we can learn something new. And I really like the way it looks in the end as well. Okay, we're coming up to the end. We've got 1 stitch left and we do that one as normal, just into the top of the stitch below with your single crochet. Chaining 1, turning your work, and this is what it's looking like so far. How great's that? I'm really liking it. Now we're on our half double crochet row. So not counting this chain as a stitch, yarn over, go through the stitch directly below, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3 to make a half double crochet. Skipping the first stitch there, yarn over, doing 2 half double crochets in the next, skipping, and then 2 half double crochets, skip a stitch, 2 half double crochets, skip a stitch, and 2. I'm going to go along now and I'll meet you back at the end of this row. We're back to the end of our half double crochet row and we've got 1 stitch left, so yarn over, pop your hook through the top of that, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over for a chain, turning your work, doing a single crochet into the very first stitch below, popping your hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So now we're up to the single crochet row again, where we're going to work into that 3rd horizontal loop, popping your hook under that loop, pulling up your yarn, yarn over, pull through 2. Find the 3rd loop, make a single crochet, 3rd loop, single crochet, 3rd loop, single crochet, 3rd and single crochet. Working our way along. And how about I go off and meet you back at the end of this row. I've just finished this row. I'm going to chain and turn my work. And next row is the half double crochets. I'll start you off and then I think I'm going to go off and do most of my square before I meet you back here again. Okay, so we do yarn over, popping your hook into the stitch directly below, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3, skipping 1 stitch, half double crochet twice into the stitch after that, skipping a stitch, 2 half double crochets, skip a stitch, 2 half double crochets, skip a stitch, 2 half double crochets. Now all we need to do is alternate half double crochet row, turn our work, and then we do the single crochet row into the 3rd loop. All right, half double crochet row, turn your work, single crochet row. And I'm going to meet you back here once I've done quite a bit more of my square. This is how we're looking so far, and I'm really liking it actually. Something different. Chaining 1, turning my work, doing a single crochet into the 1st stitch below, finding that 3rd loop at the back, yarn over, pull through 2 to make a single crochet. And I'm hoping that this will be my last row to make 13 centimeters both width and length. We will see. Let's finish off this row, then I'll lay it out to measure. Last single crochet going into the top of the stitch below. Turn this over, pop everything out of the way, and let's see where we're at. Oh, okay. Oh no, there we are. If you stretch it enough, it'll reach the desired length. It's nearly 13. Let's see what the width is. Width needs stretching out too, so I have a feeling, yeah, when I stretch the width out to be the correct size, 13, the length is only 12. So I am going to need to do one more row, and that will be of the half double crochet. So yarning over, popping a hook through the stitch below, pull up, yarn over, pull through all 3, skipping 1, 2 more half double crochets in the next, skip, half double crochets, skip, half double crochets, skip, and half double crochets. Okay, I've just done my second last stitch. Now for the last, and let's do our measurement. It should be right this time. Pulling it out so it is 13 centimeters. Yeah, 14 a bit sometimes, and 13. That will work out just fine. How do you like this one? I think it's really great. Snipping off our yarn ends. I'll go and sew them in, and I will meet you back here soon. And there we have our guardrail stitch. This one's not sitting quite right as I would like it to. However, once it's joined in with other squares, it'll be just fine.